Good morning, everybody. This is Vince Russo, fresh off of WrestleCon yesterday. Just a great day of seeing a bunch of the old guys, a bunch of stories, a bunch of guys and gals I got to catch up with, but I'm going to talk about that all week long. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you some WrestleMania fearless forecast right now. But before I get to that, I just want to talk about this week. This is a huge week for the brand. This is the biggest week for me, quite honestly, since I left TNA about 4 years ago. It took me 4 years to get where I wanted to go. And that all starts on Tuesday when my show, Vince Russo's The Brand, will be on weekdays every day of the week, Monday through Friday, on Podcast One for free. You can go to the Podcast One website. You could download the Podcast One app. You can go to iTunes. You're going to be able to hear my show free Monday through Friday every week. If you've never heard The Brand before, we have a different theme every day of the week, a different type of show. And I'm telling you right now, I have a huge guest on this week, somebody I've not had on the show before. That when I was thinking about the magnitude of going on Podcast One and wanting to bring on somebody who was very, very important to me throughout my career, and quite frankly, somebody who I thought was the greatest wrestler I ever worked with. A big guest this week. I don't want to announce that now, but I just want to remind you, starting on Tuesday, Podcast One, go to their website, download the app, go to iTunes. Also, on the Realm Network, if you go to russosbrand.com, anybody can subscribe now for $2.95 a month. Regardless of what you've been paid before, your price is going to be lowered to $2.95. You're going to get our shows on video a day before the Realm Network. You're going to get exclusive content on the Realm Network that you're not going to hear on Podcast One. For instance, Anything But Freaking Wrestling is now going to be a VIP show. Mark and Mark is going to be a VIP show. At the WrestleCon convention, I introduced Scott Casey Gale to the love of his life, Brooke Tessmacher. We have all that on video. That is going to be exclusive for VIP. I'm going to get interviews that are going to be exclusive for VIP. So for $2.95 a month, you could become a member, 75 cents a week. Just go to Russo's with an S, russosbrand.com. I want to give you some last minute forecast on WrestleMania, and I'm only going to talk about the two matches that have the ability to change the entire direction of the company. And I got to tell you something. I'm feeling that the WWE is going to do the right thing. I really do. There's too many opportunities to do something really big and correct the ship. And I don't think they're going to miss this one. I got to be honest with you. I think they're going to do the right thing. And obviously, the two matches that can change the entire direction of the company are The Undertaker and Shane McMahon, and Roman Reigns and Triple H. Let's start with Taker and Shane. Listen, there was no reason whatsoever to bring Shane McMahon into the company and do this angle if this wasn't going to be an ongoing story. I would be absolutely shocked if Shane McMahon lost this match. I don't think the WWE can afford to have Shane McMahon lose this match. But I have to tell you, something happened just a couple days ago that kind of opened my eyes a little bit, because I think the ideas are there. I think the opportunities are there. A couple of days ago, I was surprised to see John Cena say he's been cleared to wrestle. Now, the only reason I think he would say that, especially if the WWE was going to use him as a surprise at WrestleMania, and quite frankly, I can't see them not using him. But I don't think they would have announced that unless they had to, at the very last minute, to get a little, kick in the behind to sell more tickets. From what I'm hearing, WWE has sold about 85,000 tickets. We know that the building seats about 110. Maybe the Cena announcement and him almost guaranteeing I will be on WrestleMania in some way, shape, or form will help the WWE with last-minute ticket sales. And listen, let me say this. I'm not saying anything about the WWE not selling 110,000 tickets. 85,000 is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous number. Good for them. I think they're going to sell it out. I still think they're going to sell it out. I've been saying that all along. But anyway, Cena made the announcement, I'm going to be at WrestleMania. With that being said, you have a rich backstory of the relationship between, John Cena and the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie. The story has already been written. The story is already there. That leaves the door open for John Cena to possibly screw Triple H. I'm sorry, screw The Undertaker, allowing Shane McMahon to get over and seize the control of Raw. And not only that, it kicks off something between The Undertaker and John Cena that they could take all the way to the next WrestleMania if that's what they choose to please, because rumor was this year was supposed to be Cena and Taker, but Taker got hurt. So it kind of kills three birds with one stone. He gets them out of the story. It gets Shane over, so it'll kick off that storyline of Shane having control of Raw, and it gets you to Cena and Taker. So if Cena is healthy, like he says he is, that's very logical for the WWE to do. I'm not going to say they are going to do that. I don't have any inside information. I don't claim to, but it's very logical. It'll solve a lot of problems with them. That's number one. Number two, Roman Reigns and Triple H. We all know the story. We all know the. I still say how the hardcore fans and how the internet fans and how the smart fans are reacting to Roman Reigns, not the casual fans. I'm not convinced of that. I listen, a kid came by my table yesterday and told me his favorite wrestler was Roman Reigns. I asked him and he said Roman Reigns. But there's a couple ways to go. Vince McMahon can ignore all that and do what Vince McMahon had planned all along. Have Reigns go over, have Reigns be the champ, and have his babyface Roman Reigns. That's what he could do. And Vince might do that. This is a guy that I work with that was very, very stubborn and set in his ways, and he was going to win, regardless. He was going to feed you it and you were going to eat it. That's the Vince McMahon way. So he may still go that way. However, there is another great option as far as I'm concerned. There is the option of Seth Rollins. Listen, Seth Rollins was the champion. He got hurt. He had to go on the sideline. All of a sudden now Triple H is the champion. Triple H has that belt. It's all about me. It would be the perfect opportunity for Rollins to come out in the match. You think Rollins is going to help Triple H, but Rollins doesn't, because he's been sitting on the sideline. He's been seeing Triple H with his belt. He's been seeing Triple H talk about me. Rollins actually screws Triple H and allows Roman Reigns to go over. Now, I think if Rollins does that, he will be cheered as a baby face. And in allowing Roman Reigns to go over, that may give Roman Reigns some sort of a babyface rub. That is a way to go. That may be taking chances, though, because if you're trying to turn Rollins babyface, you don't want them booing Rollins for helping get Reigns over. If the hardcore fans don't want him over. So that's a slippery slope, but it can be done the right way. I guarantee you that can be done the right way. So Seth Rollins is an option. And I kind of like that option because that gets you off to the races of Rollins and Triple H, which would be another intriguing story for Raw. The third option is Reigns comes over. They're booing him out of the building. Rock comes down to the ring. Rock goes to the second rope. They, cheer the Rock. They go crazy for the Rock. Now Reigns, in his mind, they're booing the crap out of me. They're freaking cheering Rock. I don't care that he's my own blood. The guy's stealing my spotlight. Reigns just lays out, cripples, picks apart, decapitates The Rock at the end of WrestleMania. That is another way to go. So there is a lot on the table, as I said. And also, let me add this. They're going to do a ridiculous spot in the cage match. I mean, there's no doubt about it. With Shane McMahon, I just, Shane, be careful, bro. You're a 46-year-old man. I know your heart is 16, but your body is 46. So just whatever you do, be careful. But they're going to set up a great spot. It will be magnificent. Shane and Taker are two great workers. So there you have it. There's so many possibilities. There's so many things they can do to turn this company around. I believe they're going to do it, and I'll tell you why. They can't come out of this with it being the same old, same old. They can't. They just can't. If The Undertaker wins and Roman Reigns is the babyface champion, that cannot happen. That will not happen. I'll tell you right now, that will not happen. There are too many ways to go. There are too many opportunities. And I feel that today, these opportunities or WrestleMania are not going to be missed. The right thing is going to be done. Listen, the WWE pays off WrestleMania. They always pay off WrestleMania. They will pay off this WrestleMania. I'm telling you. See, everybody thinks I hate the WWE. No, they're going to do the right thing. I believe they're going to do the right thing. And I believe by doing the right thing, they're going to give us plenty to talk about this week when I start my show Tuesday on Podcast One. Please join in. Please check out russosbrand.com. If you sign up now for $2.95, there's an exclusive interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin that I just conducted a couple of weeks ago. You're only going to get that interview if you become a VIP member. And Steve and I talked about, who Steve thought the toughest SOBs were, during the Attitude Era when he worked in the WWE. We have a great, great conversation. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy WrestleMania. Enjoy opening night of Major League Baseball tonight. A lot to be excited about. WWE, they're going to do the fans right tonight. I'm telling you, be excited. I will see everybody tomorrow. I'm going to have a special show for the VIP members on russosbrand.com. We're going to talk about WrestleMania. We're going to talk about what they're possibly going to do on Raw, and we're going to talk about WrestleCon. That'll be tomorrow on Russo's Brand at the Realm Network, all on video. That show will be replayed in audio on Podcast One on Tuesday. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Take care.